I used to be their youth leader a long time ago. And this is a time when Luke would have one leg up, and he'd be walking.
She's still
Really cool, yeah. Along with the other youth in Rainier. And I remember I was like, oh Lord, how are we going to reach these kids? You know, I'm going to force them to be in Joseph the Dreamer. I'm going to force them to be in the choir. And I said, because, you know, okay, there were 3 who gave me a hard time. It was Luke. It was Jonathan and Rainier. And the reason why I ended up going to Word of Life is because I couldn't answer their questions. They would ask me basic questions about Christianity, and I would just give my opinion. I didn't know how to answer them, so that's one of the reasons why I ended up going to Word of Life. And but it was cool because I got to put Luke in shackles. For Joseph the Dreamer, he was a prisoner, and he did an awesome job. If you get to watch the video, you were the butler or something.
Yeah,
I was the butler. You were the butler, and yeah, and that's when that thing came into.
They wrapped it.
Yeah, and then in Teens Involved, we decided to do Teens Involved, and it was so funny because there were like 5 guys that made it to the next level for preaching, the preaching category, and he's the only one who didn't make it. Everybody else made it. It was so funny. It was Alan and James. I forgot who else, but it was so funny. He didn't make it, but I was just so happy that he put a message together.
Yeah.
Like, yes. Okay, and then and then later on, he said he's going to Word of Life. I was like, whoa, really? Actually, you were the only one, right? Or did anyone else?
My mom forced me to go. But
No, that was really good. That was good. And then he didn't want to leave. You had a lot of people praying for you, and this is a miracle. It is a miracle. And you know, and it's so funny because last person ever, and we would think would be here is him. So there's always hope. And it's so funny because the kids, okay, he can relate to these kids now. And it's so funny because I'm sure your prayers answered, right? I hope you have a kid just like you, right? You know, but he had a lot because he had the youth. And Joshua wanted me to tell you how much he loves you. Joshua was like, oh, I wish I was there. I really love you, Luke, because you helped him through so much. You know, there's only so much that a parent can do. But I love that my boys could go to him and be mentored by him. And they want, you know, it wasn't anything that I had to force them to do. It's something they did on their own or they wanted to do. Because they, you know, they don't, you know, look up to you. You know, but you know, I mean, they do look up to you. And you know, not only are you cool, they just love you, and they know that they can go to you. And they're gonna get the best advice that they can get because they know you love them and you love the Lord. Jewel. You're actually, well, I love the times that I spent with her. I don't know, I bought a hair dye and it turned my hair really black. And I'm like, Jill, help me! And she turned my hair blonde. And I was like, I mean, it was, you know, but it was really blonde. And it was so funny. But thank you, because even though we went through that time, it was so sweet because we got to spend time talking, and I love talking with you. Anybody who knows Jewel, she's just sweet, you know, and it's always a sweet time of fellowship. It's never, you know, like, it's not, you always know you're going to be encouraged. And I love the spirit of these two because you know that you can say things. We've got, you know, we can share our hearts, and even if sometimes we don't want to hear things, they're always willing to listen. They have that soft heart for the Lord, so moldable, so teachable, you know. And I just love I just love that. I used to be your leader, and now you're the one leading. And the kids love you, and these kids all look up to you. I'll let Hannah share what I'm sure she's going to come up here later on. But we just love you guys. And we're just so blessed by you. And we will not stop praying for you. And we know that God is going to do awesome, awesome, awesome things through you. And just keep on being available for him. And look where he's working and follow. Because he's just going to do an awesome work through you.